There's a cat on my car. I believe in reprogramming the subconscious. I do not believe in like manifesting things. I just want to make that clear because that's baloney. I do believe that I'm not going to change unless I believe I can change. And essentially, oh, there's the kitty. That's Furball, my neighbor's cat. I have found this chink in my armor. My subconscious mind refuses to see me or refuses to allow me to see myself in that beautiful body. And it makes sense. It has no framework for that. These eyes have never seen that, but I look forward to seeing it one day. One of the first presentations I saw at KetoCon this year was Donald Vega, and his talk was all about self-sabotage, how it happens, why it happens, and how to overcome it. And one of the things he said to do was to use visualization. Visualize yourself achieving the goal multiple times a day. I had the most trouble with this. I thought it would be easy. I'm imaginative. I've written novels before. Like, my imagination isn't something that I would think I would have a problem with, but I totally did. So the visual technique that he recommended was to visualize achieving your goal at least 3 times a day. And he said to set a timer so that at set times you stop what you're doing and you focus on what you want to achieve. So I did. I set a timer for 7 a.m., noon, and 8 p.m. I'm not sure those are the best times for me. I may have to do some adjusting, but so far, that's what I've tried. When the timer goes off, you close your eyes, you visualize yourself achieving the goal, but you can't just visualize it without any emotion. So you have to tie strong emotion to that visualization. And then you keep making that visualization stronger, brighter, realer. Smell the smells, hear the sounds, all that sort of thing. So the problem I ran into is the first time I tried, I closed my eyes and I tried to visualize myself standing in front of my full-length mirror with clothes on, just like workout clothes, at the weight I wanted to be. And I could not do it. It was blurry. I was just all a blur. And, sometimes you can try to mentally push through things. I couldn't. It was just blurry. And the harder I tried to focus on it, the blurrier it got. So I was like, I might have discovered something important about myself. That my subconscious has no programming for being at our goal weight. My goal weight. I keep saying our, like there's more than one of me. But anyway. So I do have experience with hypnosis a little bit. And so I just use some of those principles to start to build my visualization practice. The first thing I did after I realized that I could not do it is I went on to Pinterest and looked for fitness inspiration. And I found a few, I'll put them here, a few bodies that are pretty close to the one that I want. Obviously, I will have saggy skin and not everything will be exact, but it's close. Those are my inspiration photos. At first, I would just look at those before I started the visualization, just looked at them to sort of remember what they look like. And then I would, a few days later, try to visualize, like mentally Photoshop my head onto those bodies just as I'm looking at them on the phone. And then I would try to see that body in the mirror with my head. I still can't. I've been doing this for 5 days now. I still have no clear picture of my face on one of those bodies. Then I was like, okay, well, if I can't do that, let me at least visualize myself stepping onto the scale. So I just visualize my feet stepping onto my scale and seeing 135, which is what the internet tells me my goal weight is based on my height and all that stuff. At first, I just visualized seeing the number 135 and being like, yeah. And then now I'm trying to add more realism to it. So actually, I have to scoot aside a rug, put the scale down, open up my app for the scale, then step on the scale, and then I see it in both places, the measurement. So I'm just trying to add more realism to it now. Every time I do this, I do try to visualize my face on the body, but like I said, I can't yet. So I'm like baby stepping it up And one of the things I can do is look down at myself in first person and, see my arms and legs and all the things that are visual when you're looking at yourself. So I would just imagine myself taking a shower, feeling, muscles instead of squish. And that worked pretty well. I got pretty good at doing that. Then I progressed to stepping out of the shower, going in my room in front of the full-length mirror and trying to visualize my head on this amazing body. And like I said, I still cannot do it. But I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer every time. If you want to try something like this, I think it's beneficial. You can try something along these lines, just baby stepping it up. Because you maybe can't picture yourself 100% at the end goal, but you can picture a part of it. So just start bits and pieces. And I just want to make it clear, I do believe in the programming of the subconscious. I believe that, our bodies are the hardware, what's invisible, like our soul and spirit, emotions, our mind as opposed to our brain, our subconscious, those are all the software. And just like a computer, you can reprogram things. And, I'm trying to reprogram my hardware by physical application. But when you try to reprogram your software, it is not necessarily a physical application. So the visualization with the strong emotional attachment is how I can reprogram my subconscious to accept the reality that I want, which is my goal weight body or goal body fat percentage, whatever. I don't know what that'll be. I know roughly what it looks like. And even if I don't achieve 100% of my visualization, if I can get close, that'll be closer than I am now. So, and it's free, easy peasy. I'm not just visualizing my body goals either. I'm also visualizing like business goals and things like that. And one of those goals I'm visualizing is getting to 1,000 subscribers. I have around 335 right now. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so early on. I just started this in January. And for the most part, everyone has been lovely. I had one rude comment in 5 months. So I think that's pretty awesome. And my channel is about the strugglers. There's those people who start eating carnivore and everything just works. The weight just slides right off and they go from, 200 pounds overweight all the way down to their goal weight. And they just, wake up one day like that was the easiest thing in the whole world. But then there are the strugglers like me who seem to do everything right. I mean, I could be doing something wrong, but to my knowledge, I'm doing everything right and it's just not working for the goals that I want. It does keep me healthy. No doubt about that. I have to eat this way to maintain mobility, but it should also, according to all the people I watch all of the time, result in weight loss if done correctly. So I believe in the carnivore diet. I sing its praises, but it's not a magic bullet. It's not going to work beautifully for everyone. We can't all be Bella and eat butter and have our boobs grow. That's just, your results will vary. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the strugglers, the people who've been doing this for a while or are just looking into it and they want a realistic overview of what it's really going to be like. And it's hard work. You're changing your lifestyle. And especially if you want to lose weight. If you're just in it for health, then yeah, it's the easiest thing ever. It's wonderful, delicious. I mean, you can eat steak and butter. Who doesn't want that? But I'm here for the strugglers. I'm here for those looking for answers. I'm looking for answers. And if my struggles and my search for answers can result in actual answers and actual things that will help real people, that's all I'm about. That's what this channel, The Carnivore Christian, is all about. So if you like it, then please do hit the like button. Also subscribe if this is something you're interested in. No pressure. And sharing it on your social media. Oh my goodness. That's one of the biggest things that you can do, as well as commenting. Even if it's just a few emojis, it really does help YouTube to understand that what I'm saying is something that people want to hear. If you don't think it's that great, don't share it. No problem. Don't subscribe if I'm not your cup of tea. That's fine. But if you like the information I'm putting out, those are things that you can do that really help. So now I'm working on maintaining my visualization, increasing its accuracy and realism so that it's more and more and more real to me. And hopefully one day the programming will take hold. I already feel like I'm experiencing positive reactions to this just in my everyday life, like my attitudes towards the things that I know I have to do to achieve this goal, like working out and eating strict carnivore. Even when I'm like, I would like some Lily's chocolate, I'm like, no, that doesn't fit in with my goals. And I can't visualize that beautiful body giving into those cravings. So even if that's not a subconscious thing, even if it's just a conscious thing, it feels better. It feels like less of a struggle. Because I guess I'm keeping my goals more in mind, and maybe that's the real function of all of this, is to keep your goals at the forefront of your mind so you don't just kind of slip and go along with life. Because it's so easy to just stray off the path. We all do it. It's so easy. But I don't want to. I don't want to stray off the path. I want to stay on the straight and narrow, both in diet and in my relationship with Christ and all of that. I want to stay on the straight and narrow path of discipline. It's also something that's absolutely free. All it does is cost me a little bit of time, like probably around 8 minutes, 3 times a day I'm spending on this visualization. I found some binaural beats that are theta binaural beats. So sort of an active visualization state. I don't know if it works or not, but it's a nice, like when the music starts, I know it's time to visualize. So I'm just kind of training myself to do this. I'm also doing a challenge now. I'll tell you about it some other time, but I'm working to develop my own challenge. And so I'm doing a few of them to, see what it's like, see what's too much and what's just right, and what would work for me. June 2nd is when I'll get the results from the brain map that I'm taking at the end of the month. And hopefully I'll be able to get those results relayed to you before I go on the cruise on June 4th. My ultrasound came back great. The nodule used to be 7 millimeters. Now it's only 6. So that's good. In the past, it had not grown, but it also had not shrunk. So this is good progress. I hope that you'll follow along in this journey of struggles of mine. And that, something that I find out through all of this will be beneficial to you. Because there's got to be some purpose in the struggle. If there is, I'm going to find it out. So also, we will see how this whole visualization thing works out. I'll know over the next little while if I can keep it up. Last week I showed you all of the blood tests that were recommended for my symptoms, which were inability to lose fat, losing muscle, that is not a desired outcome, difficulty sleeping, all kinds of stuff. So this is like my yearly giant order of blood work. And those results are coming. I didn't think it would take this long, but it's taking too long. Hopefully next week, that's what I'll talk about. If not, it'll be something else, and it'll have to be a surprise because I haven't decided yet. Until next time, stay beautiful, friends.